Day one in Michigan. So Christopher, if you fall off the cliff down into Lake Superior, at least I'll have it on videotape, okay?
Oh guys, there's like a cave over here. Stop, Christopher. Bud. Okay. See, look over there. Oh, how beautiful.
There is. Daddy, come here.
There's the cave down there that everybody wants to go find. Grandma Betty's going to hike down there by herself and find out how far in it goes.
Good luck, Grandma Betty.
I gotta find a boat first.
Oh!
Is it cold?
Yes, you touched it.
How cold is it, Katie?
Very cold.
Katie, what lake is this? Katie or Christopher, what lake is this? Katie, I couldn't hear you.
Lake Superior?
No, it's like Katie's Falls in it.
Lake Superior?
It's Lake Superior, you are correct.
Oh, cold. Cold. Lake Superior is really cold. Ah! Very cold. You're talking to an expert of non-cold.
Oh, that is pretty chilly.
God.
It's coming.
These rocks are just really cool.
And
Isn't
it's
she cute up there?
cold.
She too?
About, you know? Isn't she cute?
She wants to throw stones.
Such a profile,
Whoa,
you
look
know.
at this rock, Mommy.
Children like
Is
to
it
throw
nice and
stones.
flat?
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh, it feels rock. It's so smooth.
Oh, is that a big one? This one might be better, Betty. But lots of places to
That's
twist
what
your
we do.
ankle here.
Let's feel this rock.
Are those seagulls over there on that little projection?
Oh, the whole island is full of Seagull Island.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna see if I can skip this.
Oh, no.
What's this? No.
Oh, this is lava, isn't it?
Her release point when she throws a rock, she almost hit me.
Okay, the great family debate. Do we take the difficult route or the easy trail? What's it going to be?
I vote for the
Difficult.
difficult and come back easy.
Difficult!
How many for the difficult?
Come down.
Well, Grandma Betty says difficult. She's ready for her 6-mile hike.
Well, after it's been reduced now to 0.6, so
Continuing on our hike. The Michigan lizard
That's eating a spider.
with a blue tail. He's eating a spider if we zoom in on the spider in the mouth.
Yeah, that is a spider.
let's scare him off.
Gorgeous. Oh.
Here, let these people see him. Oh, this was put up by a Boy Scout troop. Is that it right there?
This is at the Sugarloaf Mountain, looking out over Lake Superior.
So, Christopher, what do you think of this trip so far?
He's showing us all the sand.
Okay. Well, anything else to say?
Yeah.
All right. Bye. That's the only thing you need to say?
Sunsets, though,
No, I actually want to say you're a real beginner with this.
Hey! What do you think of this vacation so far?
I think day one is going pretty good.
Okay.
I think we should get die on this trip sometime.
You think so? Huh?
Why?
Get die on this trip sometime.
fall off a cliff.
Yeah, I know that may happen.
Yes, Mr. Graceful One.
What you got there, Katie?
Rich Park.
How did it get like that? How did it get off the tree without coming off in pieces? Did it slide off, do you think, off the top?
I guess. It is wild.
Well, the tree trunk broke in two, and
Here, hold it up and look through it, Katie.
Peekaboo.
Day 2, picnic lunch at Munising. Still on Lake Superior. Give me a wave, guys. Go back in, go all the way in.
What's that? You're not frisbee here?
How cold is that, Katie?
What?
How cold is that?
Cool. I'm never gonna complain about our pool again.
Okay.
Okay, so next time you complain, we'll show you this video.
It's cold.
What are you gonna do out there, Katie?
I'm gonna swim.
Go under while she got you. Go
for a big
And this-
video.
And this isn't sharks off the Texas or Florida coast.
What?
This is giant fish in Lake Superior.
Watch out for the walleye to get you. The northern pike might bite you.
Yeah, watch out for the crappies and the northern pike there.
What are those?
Those are big northern fish, honey. With big fangs.
I'm dead.
Lake Superior.
The crappies and
Oh, you probably already did this, huh?
and they ate me, and now I'm about to eat my sister.
And there's Grandma Betty and Papa Decker taking a little siesta here. It's about 85 or 90 degrees out here today. The weather's cooperating just nicely. We almost have the whole beach to ourselves. Rich is on the hunt for the perfect skipping rock. The perfect rock. Will he find it? Found the perfect skipping rock. All right, we're ready. How many was that?
How about 15 or 20?
15 or 20, okay. Katie, you gonna skip? I think that was just called a big thud. Daddy found Katie the perfect rock, so she has no excuses. You better go retrieve that one, girl. There you go.
So how far out in the lake are they? Let's zoom back. Hey Katie.
Hi.
the body of water we're now crossing is called Munising Bay. It's 4 miles long by 2 miles wide, and situated at the mouth of the bay is a very large island. Well, that island, along with the hills surrounding the city of Munising, creates one of the finest natural harbors of refuge. If you travel the shoreline of this lake, you cover a distance of 2,770 miles. Now, last summer we had a passenger on board. When he heard that statistic, came forward and told me that was the exact mileage he had just traveled from Liverpool, England to New York City. The Kentucky Palisades, the eastern edge by Niagara Falls, and the western edge by the Wisconsin Dells. It's a bowl-shaped formation, the deepest point of which lies directly below Lansing, Michigan. You drill down there about 11,000 feet and you'll hit this same rock. You'll notice the two distinct layers. The upper third, the light gray color, is a dolomitic sandstone, very hard rock. Lower two-thirds are Munising sandstone, very soft rock. Now, the hard rock over the soft rock creates an opportunity for Mother Nature to do some pretty spectacular sculpting. You'll see down the line. You'll notice this is Miners Castle, also known as Castle Rock. This is where Father Marquette first preached to the local Indians. Miners Castle is 90 feet high, and you can see where the Park Service has erected an observation deck up there, and also on the surrounding cliffs. The flow of water to the falls has been reduced to nothing more than a trickle. Now, the next three coves are called the painted coves. Remember your colors. Reds, oranges, and browns are iron ore. Blues and greens, copper. White, calcium, and black, manganese. To the surface of the lake below. Looks like it's raining inside Rainbow Cave. Well, that continues year-round. It forms huge, colorful icicles out here in the winter. The black striping you see here is not caused by groundwater seepage. It's tannic acid. It flows from the roots of the trees and shrubs up above. The same acid found in tea gives many of our rivers here a honey color. What the Stanley Cup looks like. Hey, we are awake. This next formation is called the Indian drums. Kind of look like bear's feet or elephant's feet. And there's a noise associated with these drums when a large wave crashes into this cave. Sounds just like thunder. Now, the formation I'm going to point out to you now requires a little bit of your imagination. Look down ahead of the boat. You'll see these three distinct points of rock. Look at the one closest to the boat. About a third of the way up from the water, you'll see an almost perfectly circular hole looking out over the lake. Imagine that hole is the left eye of a pirate. He's standing in the water right up to his mustache. He's even wearing a tri-corner hat. Anybody see that? Well, come on up here and point it out to me. I've been doing this for 9 years, I still can't see that. That hole, by the way, is known as Nature's Ice Box. In a normal year, there's ice and snow in there until the first week of June. Now, this next cave is called Chapel Cave or Chapel Cove. I'll pull the nose of the boat in there, and as I do, look up on the left entry wall about halfway up. The blue-green color is a vein of copper. This is where everyone with a one-way ticket gets off.
I'm taping just the view of the Whitefish Point light station and lighthouse. There's the lighthouse. Already on this morning. At Whitefish Point in Lake Superior. At the Shipwreck Museum, known as the Graveyard of the Great Lakes, which is right near where the Edmund Fitzgerald and many other shipwrecks went down here. And there's everybody out on the Whitefish Point, very northern tip of this peninsula, out looking out over Lake Superior. Doesn't look so treacherous though today. Quite a different water day than yesterday.
These are some sand dunes that are trying to be restored. So unfortunately we can't walk on them, but on Wednesday we'll get to go to the Sleepy Bear Dunes.
It's recording. There is a ship in the far way out there on the horizon, about to disappear behind the trees.
Not sure
I
you
don't know
guys
if
can see it, but
So this is Tequamanon Falls, the second biggest waterfall east of the Mississippi. Normally the water goes all the way around, but this year is a light flow year. So I thought this tree was pretty interesting, and so did Mommy and everybody else. And we don't know yet. We're still trying to figure out what we think made those holes. Some of us are thinking a woodpecker, and some of us are thinking other things. Now we found out the answer, and it's a Pelea woodpecker.
Hemlock, very good.
They're about the size of a crow, but you can get very close to them. You can get about 100 feet away from them and they won't be worried.
we're going over there next. Oh, that's This is the lock, and stuff's and water's dripping through it. I think it's about to open. Well, I'll just come back to it once it's open.
Why do you still have that thing on?
I feel like it. We're going through, another boat is going through the other way, into the other lake. So, I guess the water level's lowering for them and it's raising for us. Now we're definitely soon go. The water's almost over the lock, so we're sure almost done. So Daddy, how has this been so far?
It's been wonderful.
Is the lock thing interesting so far?
It's fascinating. Everything I hoped it would be.
Oh, good. Well, we're about to go. We just went through the lock, so we're about to go under this bridge. It's the bridge that connects the U.S. to Canada.
Wow, that bridge is big.
Kay said earlier, but this bridge is really big. I didn't get on camera
The
though.
bridge took 2 years to build at the cost of
Try
$20
to
million.
speed very slowly
It's
up
almost
there.
3 miles long between bridge
Not like that
platforms.
really matters right
Clearance from the
now.
bottom of the bridge to the surface of the wire is about 137 feet.
Well, but we're going into that, so hopefully it travels. Okay, I think you're probably wondering what this thing is. It's a railroad that will sometimes drop down into the water, so
The
then
third movable
the
section
trains
of the
can
railroad bridge
move.
is a swing bridge constructed in
There's another
1887.
part of it.
This bridge crosses a
So, what was your favorite part of the trip?
Well, the first thing I enjoyed very, very much was climbing down into that little miniature pebble bay where all the rocks were, and we could pick up the rocks and try to decide which ones we'd like to take home with us.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
then encountering the people on the beach that said, you know, that's against the law. and we shouldn't be carrying them. And I said, well, if they catch us, I'll just give them back. I won't put up a fight or anything. And then I liked to climb up the hill, Sugarloaf Mountain, where it was categorized as being very difficult, which it was.
The long roll pile of black material to our left is coal, brought in by ships from the mines of West Virginia. Approximately 1 million tons of coal are stockpiled in this area. The purple colored material to our right, straight ahead of us, is taconite iron ore pellets. Taconite is produced near the mine sites and up in the
Here we're going to tape where we go see where you can see the lines there, the water where we were, and here's the lot going down. It's going down really fast. You can just see the water level changing from where we started at where it's light and dark. Going down, down, down. You can see it over here, foot by foot.
And soon we'll be sounding one whistle to cast off our last mooring line.
That's my claim to fame for one trip. I'll give it to you.
On our way to Mackinac. Taking in the scenes, playing speed. Who's going to win?
I think Christopher.
And we're off again after that short stop on Mackinac Island biking.
What a beautiful day. 8 miles around the island.
Hey girl. Lunch break. How'd you guys like your lunch?
It's great.
Was it great? What was great?
Fried pickles were awesome.
Fried pickles? Okay. Those darn birds think it was awesome. Deep fried?
Yeah.
Okay, Christopher, how was your hot dog? Good. Good? Okay.
Mommy, how was your salad?
Okay, here we are. Bicycle rest stop. Beach. About 80 degrees today. We almost here?
Yeah.
Here, Katie's gonna take over.
So this is the Grand Hotel. Yeah, and we are going to sleep in it tonight. Look at those horses, they're made out of grass. See how anybody could do that, it's amazing. And over there is a very pretty fountain. And then somewhere over here, I'll find it, is a bench. And Christopher thinks there's some croquet and maybe like a little putt-putt. Is this amazing or what?
This is awesome.
Can't get in here. Hugga-Luga.
Oh, Hugga-Luga? So you said Hugga-Luga. Oh my gosh. Okay, where are we gonna sleep? Just lay in bed. See?
I'm never leaving here.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
not either.
I'm just moving in.
Look at the view. Look at the view. Look, we got the kites right out our window, the front porch right here.
Cool. Oh my god.
Here, let's look at the rest of the suite as we open out into our living room overlooking the grounds. With our fine antique furniture.
Whose room is
The
that?
crystal dining room. That's Grandma and Papa's room over
No,
there.
that's not theirs. Their room is a crook.
Not there.
That's not this. Is,
So here's the deck. Here's our room, it looks like.
Is this not beautiful, you guys?
This is Trev. Great job, Mommy.
Katie.
Down in the grounds of the hotel. Katie, any words for us here?
I'm speechless.
You're speechless, are you?
I don't think there's... I'll get that.
Oh, I got it, Katie. I'll get it.
You can knock.
Is this the Decker's residence?
This is the Decker's residence.
So what do you think?
Whoa.
This is our room. And that's
That,
yours.
we actually got the wrong key. We need to switch with you. I'm giving you a tour of our room. This is the entrance. That is our room, and right over there is Grandma Betty and Papa Decker's. And Mommy asked for a combining room, and this is what we got for the combination.
He owns an estate. A personal estate, or they did at one time.
Isn't this amazing?
And I think it's the governor's mansion now.
On the island?
On the island, yeah.
And
Now the governor
we will come into our room. Here is our two wonderful beds. The TV, which won't be on very much, I don't think. And a couch and the bathroom. And here is Grandma Betty and Papa Decker's room.
With my junk in the chair.
And here's a beautiful closet. And there's their beautiful bed. Here, we even have our own mini bar. We've already served everybody a glass of ice water because we think if we served anybody anything else, we couldn't afford it. So this is out of our hotel window, and that is the official Grand Hotel carriage. No cars allowed on the island, so everybody travels around on foot, bike, horse, or horse carriage. Hi, Daddy.
Are you feeling grand this morning?
Yes, very good.
Okay. Christopher, how's your breakfast?
Good.
Good? Just good?
Good. I think it's great.
Okay. Here, let's get some of the colors of the grand dining room here. Oranges and peaches. Fancy setting.
Check the lampshades. Get the lampshades.
Check out the lampshades in too. There they are.
What's at the other room?
Big dining room. One last pan of our suite here before we leave. A rainy morning. Quite the event the Grand Hotel was. We're at Fort Mackinac, starting the day with the bagpiper. A little overcast, but nice out. Looking down from the fort over Mackinac Harbor, where all the big sailboats are still in port. From the Chicago to Mackinac race, which just took place days ago. Historic chapel. Looking down over the main Market Street on Mackinac Island.
Americans arrived in 1796. The reason I say eventually is because the Revolutionary War ended in 1783, and 13 years later, the first Americans arrived here in Fort Mackinac. They brought with them, and I quote by the British Commandant who was living here when the Americans marched up,
cold. Oh, you're gonna get to warm up. Where are you from? Are you from Cleveland?
Rejoin your line so that the other people can dance. You'll probably only dance once. Except for the gentleman.
Good job, Christopher. How was it, man? That was pretty good, huh? Okay, from the top of the fort, looking out over the town, great view. Same harbor, Coast Guard ship in port. Looking down over the town. Yep.
And firing of this model 1841 6-pound smoothbore field artillery piece. Now that name tells you basically everything you could ever want to know about this cannon. 1841 refers to the year of production of the original cannons, which were mounted up here during the 1880s. 6-pound refers to the 6-pound solid shot which would normally be fired from this weapon. Pass this around so you can see what 6 pounds of solid metal feels like. Please be very careful not to drop it on your toes or your neighbor's toes, because if you do, it will hurt you or them, and that simply would not be good. All right, just press down on it. You can relax your hand, just kind of set your hand right like that. Just make sure that hole's covered up. Now what she's doing is called thumb stalling. She has a small leather patch on her thumb. She's covering up the touch hole of the cannon. Powder wrapped in historically accurate Reynolds aluminum foil. Now originally those charges would have been wrapped in cloth such as muslin, but since that burns rather easily and we don't want burning pieces of cloth raining down over the wall and setting Marquette Park on fire, we use that tin foil which merely disintegrates. Now Jeff will actually seat that powder charge with this French crooked ramrod. You notice that large curve in the end. That allows him to stand next to the barrel of the gun as he's running home that live gunpowder. This is much safer than what the British and Americans would have used. There. Now his first pass is to run a brass gunner's pick or gimlet down the touch hole. Now what he's doing with that is pricking open our powder charge and exposing just a little bit of black powder for this, our ignition device. This is called a friction primer. It's a brass tube with a pin at the top. There's also a black substance at the top and bottom. When that pin is pulled out, That black substance, which is called fulminated mercury, creates a spark. This tube is filled with black powder. It sends a jet of flame straight down the touch hole through the opening he just created with the gimlet, and will hopefully set off our main powder charge. I say hopefully because these things work about 80% of the time. They're all up here on the tips of your index fingers. If everyone's ears are plugged, there are but 2 commands to fire this cannon, and they are, ready, fire!
We're leaving. What'd you think of the whole trip, Katie girl?
It was fun.
Mackinac City, the Grand Hotel. Is that okay?
Mackinac Island.
What? Yeah, whatever. You're right.
We're going to Mackinac City.
We're going to Mackinac City now, huh?
Bye,
What you eating, Katie?
Fudge.
What kind?
Creamsicle.
Dreamsicle fudge? What do you think? Can I have a piece, Katie?
Like the popsicle.
Yep, Mackinac Island fudge.
Man, oh man. Give me some of that stuff. Good morning sunrise over Lake Huron. It's Wednesday morning. Still in Mackinac City. Mackinac Island right over there.
You can see the Grand. See it?
Yep, still one last view of the Grand. Focus on it. Alright, yep.
Here is the sleep. Hold on.
Bad storm, and Mama Bear and 2 little cub bears got thrown into the water. And the Mama Bear made it out of the water and she climbed to the top of the tree and looked for her babies. Her babies didn't make it. So the spirits made it to the island. Made the bear do.
Here is the Sleeping Bear Dunes. There is an old Indian legend that there was once a mama bear and her 2 cubs and there was a forest fire, so they had to escape from the forest fire by swimming through Lake Michigan. But the cubs drowned in the cold Michigan waters. So then the mama bear laid down and slept, and her body turned into a land formation, which is the Sleeping Bear Dunes. And the 2 cubs, their graves turned into 2 islands way out there. I'm not sure if you can see it, but those islands are called North and South Manitou Islands.
There's a horse flying. I'll smash his feet if I do.
Picnic time, everybody making their creation. Christopher eating plain bread. Katie making a fruit sandwich. Not sure what's gonna go on this fruit sandwich, Katie.
Blueberries, cherries, and raspberry.
Okay. And Papa's eating spicy cheese with mustard. No surprise there.
Cherry mustard.
Cherry mustard. For dessert, we've got a cherry pie. Grandma's still working on that feta cheese spread over there.
Open. Did you say we bought everything at?
We bought everything at a fruit market.
And
I've now said it.
We went outside while you bought everything, and we played with pigs, goats, and chickens.
That's correct. I guess it's shaping up to be an okay day, huh, Sue?
Itinerary.
Sleeping Bear Dunes National Park.
Okay, we're on the Pure Stocking Scenic Drive, and we just spied a deer back in here. I can't even tell if I have her
No,
on
you
here.
don't.
There she is. See if we can come into focus. Oh, I can't find her. There she is. Maybe we can see her now. Yeah, it's focusing on the leaves. Oh, there, she's eating.
If you move it up into the back to your right, you don't get focused on the leaves. The Lake Michigan overlook at still at Sleeping Bear Dunes. Take a look at this. The dunes on the lake shore. We're going to take a look at this big drop down. There's the cubs out there still. So for the brave that want to take this on is a 450-foot decline down to Lake Michigan.
There's somebody sitting down.
These guys are right now thinking twice about what they signed up for.
They're kind of committed though.
Yep. You gotta make it back now.
Where else?
I don't think anybody's coming to get you. There's no tow rope.
Yeah.
Okay, let's bring it back now. Give some sense of dimension on this soul down there at the bottom.
But first, can we climb up the 150?
I think that would be a wise idea, Katie.
So Katie's thinking twice about this. First she was ready to go.
She's still signed up for it.
Yep, I'm still signed up for it.
What, you want to go do this, Katie?
Well, after I do the 150 drop.
Okay.
I'd rather do this one first. Y'all pay.
Katie, give me another slide down. Christopher, don't kick at her. No. Okay, just do it 20 more times, and then you'll be equivalent to going to down to Michigan and back.
Yeah, I'll be 400 feet now. 450 feet.
Yeah.
Grandma and Papa taking it easy here while the kids go crazy. Climbing the big dune climb now. Run, Katie!
You can do it!
You're not even gonna make it once? So, yeah, you climb it, then you'll see how high it is. A little bit of the panorama of the great ski run here. There's Grandma and Papa choosing to take it in from the van. There they come. There they come. I can't focus. Come on, machine, focus. There's Katie. Coming down, coming down. Katie's down, Katie's down. Christopher's still going.
I think they must be racing.
Whoops, I'm gonna get in your way. Look out.
Who won, Christopher? Go on, Katie.
Oh my gosh, you're fast. You're down that.
You what?
You're fast when you run down that.
Yeah, it looks like you go really fast.
How fast you are going?
Here
We saw.
No.
Hi.
What'd you think?
We were afraid you guys had disappeared forever on the other side.
Okay, we're gonna quit filming because we're gonna go with you now. Don't look now. Even Papa decided to get into the act. Halfway up, kind of wondering what in the world am I doing here now. We're gonna go catch up to him and make sure he's okay. Okay, they thought they were done, but we needed one last climb up and run back down. Just missed it, but Christopher just pushed Katie over. And here they go for the last big race of the day. Probably about the 6th time up or so today. Mommy and Daddy decided not to go this time. We'd had enough. Almost to the starting point. Looks like they're at the starting point. We are about ready to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. There they go. Big race of the day. Who's gonna wipe out first? It's pretty close. Oh, there goes Katie. There goes Christopher. Oh, that was a mercy fall. He wanted to keep the race going. Here comes Katie. He's giving her a head start. Oh, there goes Christopher. There goes Katie. Another mercy fall. Here comes Christopher. He's taking the lead.
one. Let's say you got that on tape.
I got that on tape.
Good, because we want to send that to the next 20-something years.
Well, I think they're going to do it one more time. This might be number 7 for the kids. Rich and I have each done it twice, and so this is his 3rd time, but I got voted to stay in tape.
Hurry up! Run!
You're almost there. I don't know if Katie can make it. She may crawl the rest of the way. Oh, look at her go! Look at her go! I think I can. I think I can. Where's Christopher? There he is. Uh-oh. I think she may be done. This may be the starting point for the race. Uh-oh, she must have said, "Daddy!" They're a long way up there. Alright, I think they're getting ready to go pretty soon. Maybe they're doing their last minute rest.
We're being waved. We've got the signal.
Oh, I think they're off. Oh, over the hill they're coming. Uh-oh, nobody's falling yet. That means, oh, there went Katie. Uh-oh, is she okay? Oh, looks like Daddy won. Christopher's coming in 2nd. Was Katie gonna pass him by? Is she gonna pass him by? Oh, she almost came in 2nd. Guys, how was that?
Oh, my toes hurt.
My toes hurt. Papa told us all about the toe injuries.
Just when we thought we were done, one more race. Oh my gosh, they're all over the place. This is a train wreck, folks. This is like the Daytona 500 on a bad day. There's another wipeout. Oh my gosh, and another wipeout. Race fans, there's bodies all over the track. If this were a horse race, they'd have to shoot that one. There he comes again. There's a number 5 car in the lead. There's, oh, another wipeout, folks. We may have to go to the hospital before this one's all over.
Hi!
Who won?
Me.
It was close. It was a photo finish.
I think so.
While Katie and Christopher climb the hill one more time, we thought it'd be a real good time to eat the entire pie while before they come down, and they won't really know what happened to it. They'll just be gone. So we're having cherry pie from Michigan, just bought at our store earlier. Hurry, eat. They're almost out of sight.
Oh yeah.
We're traveling in style on our cardboard torn plates.
Yeah. We can improvise just fine.
Okay, we are almost ready for the Cherry Pie 500. Kids just had to have one last race. If this guy get out of the way, we'd have even a better view. There goes Christopher getting his pole position. There's Katie. Here they come. And they're moving down the hill. It's a close race, it appears. Nobody's fallen yet. They both want pie. Here they come. The The Cherry Pie 500. Oh, there's a wipeout on turn 3. Christopher's coming down. He's gonna win under the yellow flag. Oh no, he fell too. Here comes Katie from behind. Come on, Katie, catch him. Catch him, Katie. This is good. This is gonna be a good finish. Oh, it was a tie again. A tie for the Cherry Pie 500.
He was there for you.
What happened to your creation? You had something and now it's changed. What did you guys change it into? What is that now? It just looks like a mashed piece of sand. You had something before.
Yeah, it collapsed.
It collapsed? Uh-oh.
I don't really know what it was. I thought
Okay, we'll start on a new one then, okay?
here's one.
Okay. Well, then you start on a new one, Christopher. Okay. Okay, it's Wednesday, and it's Wednesday night after our big day at the dunes. We've settled in at the Bayshore Resort in Traverse City, much to our surprise. A very nice beach right off the hotel rooms. Perfectly calm bay activity tonight, and the kids are having a great old time. So we'll probably hang out here through sunset. Spanning over to the west where the sun's going to go down. Got some shipping over there. Yeah, it doesn't like the sun.
What?
What you gonna do? You gonna bury Katie in there or just dig to China?
I want to be buried.
You want to be what?
I want to be buried.
You want to be buried? Wow. It's gonna be hard to dig that hole much deeper because you've already hit Lake Michigan level.
That is an insult.
Well, it's Thursday morning and we're in Traverse City, waking up to a beautiful sunrise. Here comes Mother Duck and her babies. And there they go.
Well, good morning, everyone. We haven't even hardly got out of the car cherry picking, and Katie is already, we look for her, she's already on a ladder picking cherries out of the tree. So Papa's off. Christopher's already spitting seeds out. And Grandma Betty's deciding which cherries she wants and which ones she doesn't want. And Mama's got the baskets all ready, camera in hand. You sure you want? Christopher's the engineer.
Two bells, yeah, but
We'll go get him.
No. Not right now.
Well, come on, give us a good spit.
No.
Mommy didn't like it
Spitting out
because
the
she had a
whole
good.
cherry.
Oh, okay.
No, you can rewind that if you have.
You found the mother lode, Katie?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. This is just kind of like Easter morning or something here, isn't it?
Yep.
Check in on Christopher. What you got going there, bud?
Yes.
You been eating as you go?
No.
No?
I bet that's one.
Let's see that bucket. Are those candy or are those real or are those
Real.
just fake? Okay.
You can try this one. This is pretty ripe.
Here. Mmm.
There's a
Mmm.
Oh, you might know.
There they are. Grandma Betty, are you eating more than you're actually keeping? That's okay. I haven't taken any, I just eat them all. Now this is a healthy tree here. Got teamwork going on here?
Yeah.
All right. Good job, kiddos. The hall. Hall 1, number 2, and the big hall, Grandma Betty.
Oh, these have all been divvied up.
And I've already, most of them been taken out. Another 4 pounds, so we're 5, we're plus 4, we're at 9 pounds. And now here comes, and now here comes the big basket.
Here comes the Grandma Betty basket. Uh-oh, let's see how much she picked.
We're gonna buy 20
She was
pounds of
very
cherries.
efficient at her picking.
And we just need a quart of black sweets.
6.21 pounds.
6.21. Oh my goodness.
Whole total comes to 24.49.
Okay. There's Katie, the wild girl. Whoa!
I heard that scream.
Yeah.
They're like playing with each other.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
She's cold though. Cold? The water's nice and warm with that air once you're wet. It's really cold.
Yes, for the spin. It's awesome.
As for the spin. Huh?
No, he asked.
Wrap around his waist. There you go.
You know, if he falls off, he's taking you with him.
Did you see the wristband that they have on? If they fall off, the engine stops.
In. You by myself?
Here they come, coming around the turn.
Where are they?
There
Oh, right
they
there. Let me do this. Oh, I'll
Look at the Indy 500 here.
He unlocked his hands long enough to wave. Now,
Oh, look how many over each other's waves! When he goes, he's bouncing.
yeah, he's slow.
Looks like it's gonna crash. I know.
There you go, sir.
Did he make it like this? Yeah.
See, what you do,
I was like
once you-
this because
once
I
you-
was scared. Then he's like, put your hand all the way on your wrist. So I'm like, ah!
once you've done a few donuts and you get some nice weight going out there, then you start bouncing off your own waves.
I held onto my head.
Oh my gosh, Christopher's gonna drive now. Now it gets really scary.
I didn't want to ride with him. Yeah.
Nate, when they take Nate,
I would hold on to her. Don't run into the thing.
How was it, Madison?
Don't hit that dock out there.
Oh, well, I gotta watch this.
You gotta go around. Now he's getting the. You go around the lake counterclockwise.
Why is that?
That's just what to do. That's the rule. That's the. Yes. That's the one of the boating.
There's our madman son jetting across the lake. 50 miles an hour.
Push the gas, it wouldn't go all the way down. The other day, he told the girl, what? I was gonna try to turn it. This is where he'll lose it.
That's a little flight.
Yeah, Daryl will go flying. Been there, done that.
That's gonna teach him to do donuts?
Yeah. Gonna teach him how to do donuts. There's a trick to that.
What's the trick? I want to know the trick.
You just fast and turn.
You gotta crash into the dog. Oh my.
Now he's out of control, guys.
Okay, so you can breathe again.
He's all yours for the rest of the trip now.
Now he wants a jet
We
ski.
have planted some.
Yeah.
We've planted
Come-
some seeds here.
Coming in with his goggles. He's born to be wild.
Was that fun?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's not what they said. I don't like riding on the back. I'm not in control at all. I know. I said don't be doing no donuts because I'll be off.
We were waiting for that. I said, this is where he loses Daryl.
It's gonna go
Get that weight move, but you're going to be gone.
I thought she was gonna cry.
Here come the tubers.
Kelly, are you gonna go with Madison? Madison, wait for Kelly.
I said, oh, it's really gonna hurt when you put it in
You
the
like
water.
that?
And then Madison
For you, be cut. And when I was
She got hit by the other one.
yeah.
You're supposed to hit the other one, and then when you get close, you're supposed to kick her away.
No.
Here comes crazy mommy. She's gonna say it's so cold.
Rich, I can't.
Sit like he did.
Those two are going to go tubing and I'll take him next.
Which way are we gonna sit, Chris? We're gonna go tubing.
Yeah.
Chris, look, we sit like this. Now tubing? He's gonna go tubing?
No. Well, Christopher's going to go. Watch out for the.
Becky, Dan will go tubing? Huh? Dane's gonna go down the tube? We don't have another tube. Oh, really?
You want to go triple tubing?
You? I wanna go triple tubing! Oh, yeah?
Triple tubing?
Dang it, look how I'm triple tubing!
Okay.
Oh.
Go.
No, they all have bottoms, and you want
No, you're at the
Now
jump.
jump! Get her.
How was it, Sue?
You know, it really wasn't bad, but down there, crossing, it was really cold.
Lying on your knees.
And I should have taken my
Yeah.
Narrators for today, our tour of my Uncle Jack's duck exhibit at Hope College, and our narrators are Katie Decker and Katie DeGroff.
These are some of the different geese. That's the lesser Canadian goose. That's the cackling Canadian goose. The interior Canadian goose. The giant Canadian goose. I think that one should be called the Mongo Canadian goose, but it's called the Hutchinus Canadian goose.
You would look at them and you would think there's just a plain old Canadian goose, but you realize there's different sizes and different types of similar birds. Okay, what do we have here?
We have a lesser snow goose and another lesser snow goose. That's the white morph and that's a blue morph.
And then there's a Rox's goose. You've seen it right there.
And an emperor.
And the emperor goose, huh? Okay, man. How do you even know which ones they all were?
A greater white fronted
goose.
goose.
The
And I think that's the male or female.
Male and female, okay.
There's the American brant, and the black brant, and the black-bellied whistling duck.
That one, okay. That's a black-bellied whistling.
And the fulvous whistling duck. Okay.
Ducks to do the bench.
Here's a bench, and look at the feet, and they are duck feet.
They were donated by Aflac.
They were donated by Aflac.
This is a picture of my Grandpa Mormon.
That's Grandpa Mormon who donated all this to this, which is Katie's grandpa.
Yep. And here's some other different types of ducks. I'm not sure what they're called. And there's some up top.
See this guy here. This guy here. Okay, let's go over to the final display case.
These are two in the big, huge case that are canvasbacks. They're my favorite birds, and I have some of them in my room. That's the female down there, and that's the male up there.
Here are some ducks in their swimming position.
And they are Steller's Eider.
Your uncle would be very familiar with this part.
Steller's Eider.
And we had never seen.
And up top above them are Sir
This one, right there.
Scooter.
They have lots of those
ducks.
up there. And the first time I saw pictures of them,
Bill.
it looks like
Papa's High School, Central High School in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
no, 24-hour news. Not bad. And Dick got to sleep out there at night in the summertime. I did. That was Dick's job.
Very carefully.
Very, very hard. Going down from the top, the mower would pull out away from the ground. You can't. And we didn't have power mowers at that time. Just those old rotary ones.
I was little. I
Could
had no
use
very
some
good
toes on that job.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Those spinning little things are sharp.
There isn't as much of a bump along the way. We had this little dip there.
From that top railing
Down to the driveway?
to the driveway. And hit his head on the ground. And almost killed him. He had a concussion, was in the hospital, was on ambulance.
Wow, that's serious stuff. His friend fell off from up there onto the driveway and hit his head.
Ah!
And you can't see any of that now.
So are the colors the same?
No.
The red trim? Yeah.
No.
It doesn't have shingles.
They've done
We
a
had
lot.
the top half with shingles.
Yeah.
Cedar
They've
shakes.
re-sided it.
Yes. Oh, yeah. But the kelp tree back there was planted when Dick was born.
Yeah.
The kelp, one with the big beans. It has flowers in June. Oh, yeah.
About as tall as you are.
Yeah. And,
That beautiful white.
oh, it was a wonderful climbing tree. It smells beautiful. It's good.
Did you eat them?
No.
Backyard of their house, for what you can see.
The tree was planted when Dick was born.
You paid the penalty because it was a very cold house.
Yes.
And you'd have to
We
start
were
it up
in
from
here one
scratch
time.
with wood.
Oh, yeah.
And we've seen that, where they had the chute, because the chute was there, but sealed up. We could see it.
Where they put it in, I
Yeah.
think they put a window there.
Yeah.
Yeah, a truck would come up this
It would come up there,
driveway,
and it would.
put a chute in there and then dump it.
I don't remember how many tons of coal they burned in a winter, but that was Dick's job. He was just a little kid.
The ceiling in the basement isn't very tall.
Oh, yeah. Normal height. Normal height. We had big wash tubs in there.
Was there a small door or something going into this?
And they had a thriving business. People would come up and come in through this way and back out. And, yes, we did. And she had to go to court to get them out because after the Second World War, there was very little housing. And so, and the judge said, "Is that true? Are you prostitutes?" And they said, "Well, we're not children, Judge." But the neighbors over here, and I know other neighbors went to court with my mother to support this and to get them out. The judge told them they had to leave, and we had a little stove, a freestanding stove, a little 2-burner stove down there, and they burned all their junk. My mother was afraid the house was going to burn down because the whole thing turned red and the pipe going up. There were no bricks or anything around it to protect it. They could have burned the house. They didn't, but that was an experience. Yep. We ran the local whorehouse.
So who can? So who can?
Oh yeah, we had ski runs, we had sled runs, we had toboggan runs, because over in this area as well. And I was reminding Dick of a time, one of the runs right close here to the road. Well, there was a street that went down here, very, very steep road. But I went down on the sled and I got a twig across my eye and it scratched the eye. And I couldn't see anything about that. He assured me I was snowblind. Terrified me. Absolutely terrified me. And if it came out of his mouth, it was true. Every word he said. And you get some blindness.
She didn't know what it meant. I didn't know what it meant. But
it sounded good. All I know is it scared me. But do you remember some of our sleds went out onto the
oh, yeah, sure.
We did look both ways before we went out there, but
could have been run over. But
we could have, but there was not the traffic.
Usually it didn't get that far.
It's a busy street. But not like this. Lion Street came right straight from here and went down, and it was extremely steep. No one used it in the winter because you couldn't stop and you couldn't get up it. And then there was a row of trees right along the side.
You really didn't ski down it either.
No. There was no way to stop. It was just too much like that.
Usually skis every
Or just stick to the track.
The milkman delivered milk. And he fell. He slipped on the ice and came down on a milk bottle. He broke it with his back. But then when he rolled over to get up, it gouged his hand and he came in the house. I was on the phone in the dining room and the blood was just spurt, spurt, spurt. It was all over the walls. It was an artery that was cut, as well as veins and cords and everything.
I see the insides of my hand.
Oh yeah.
But what were you screaming bloody murder?
Yeah, that's just about it.
And my mother put on a tourniquet. We called for an ambulance. Every ambulance was out because we had had an ice storm.
Yeah.
And there were no ambulances, but a police car finally came. And they took him to the hospital and had 37 stitches in it.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know how many, but it took him a while.
Well, I remember I was very impressed.
Yeah. No,
And he knew where the pressure point was. And it would have been a lot worse if he hadn't been holding the pressure points.
but it was very slippery, and I just...
Yeah, it was all
down I went.
ice.
And how old were you?
About Christopher's age.
There he is.
That one.
That one. That kid.
One of the kids here. Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah. It's spelled G-O-O-S. Have to pronounce the H. So this lady took me, she's a relative, and she took me to that place, and I went through it and looked back to see if I could follow. And you probably could, but I don't know enough Dutch, and I couldn't figure it out.
Ah!
Mommy, it hit me!
I saw that.
It hit me!
Yikes!
You got that?
That's kind of creepy.
Did you get that on tape?
I'm not sure. That's kind of creepy, hon.
Now we can take it to court, right?
Here, guys, take it.
Ah!
Oh.
They're scary now. Right over me and hit me. Yes. I something at me. Oh, Mom, sand's getting into my butt.
Woo, Burr, that hit my feet. Well, we've been playing on the beach all afternoon. It's really cool. There are sandbars out here. This is on Lake Michigan. It's like you'll go maybe up to your knees in water and then you'll go out to a sandbar area. So we've been out there playing frisbee and playing with the beach ball. Just having a good old time. And the rest are up on the beach here. Let me see if I can find them. There they are. Daddy went to go get some food with Katie DeGraw. How you doing?
Good.
How does this water feel?
Good.
Aren't you cold?
No.
You're never cold. Anyways, we're planning on hanging out here till sunset. Hey, Katie's going to show us a technique that Katie DeGraw taught her.
Am I supposed to be?
Yeah, they bought little engine taking it over Lake Michigan. We're out here on a pier with a lighthouse on the end.
A lefty.
Oh yeah. In middle school, they were making the kids run 3 miles before they started their soccer practice. Jeff said, I won't run that far.
Oh, beautiful with the lighthouse in the background.
Yeah, I already figured that out. Holland, Michigan, the signature lighthouse. Having our impromptu beach picnic for our last Michigan sunset. Holland, Michigan Beach, one of the best in America. You can see the sandbar out there. Ankle deep as far as 50 yards out. A little deeper before you get in. Looking out towards our last sunset. It's already disappeared behind clouds. The lighthouse and the pier. Lots of activity out on the pier, people fishing, catching some perch tonight. And back to our lighthouse and our kids having some fun. Well, isn't this a sight to behold? We got a big old ship coming into the Holland port tonight. I think the ship's figured out that it's too big to come in. Incredible. We're going to follow you all the way. Our lighthouse again, and looky what we got here. Calumet must be coming over from Chicago. No tugboat, entirely under his own power. Jeff, our native Holland boy, says he's never seen something this big come in through this harbor. Fleet of boats trying to get in behind him. Quite the town event. The whole town of Holland's out here to watch this boat come in.